All right. The one I wanted to talk about was the PlayStation Portal.
Ah, rough.
We shot what? Okay.
Oh, I've just seen stuff online that looks rough. I haven't actually used it.
You know
I've
what?
just
I would love to hear what you have gathered about it based on community sentiment. And then I would like
sure.
to share my own experience having used it and worked on a review for it, which will be coming out probably in the next few days.
Cool. So as I say this, I've heard genuinely nothing from Linus or anyone else at Linus Media Group. All I've seen is just some random stuff on the internet from other users.
Yeah,
And what
he
I've
spent the
gathered
last
is
week
that
just
it's
looking at the tops of people's heads, so he doesn't know anything.
pretty much, to be honest. But yeah, what I've seen so far is laggy mess, basically. That's it. Just clips of like people trying to play Horizon and having it just chug over and over again. Other various games where it's very, very laggy, and it doesn't seem like they're using it in super wild scenarios. Like most of these things is someone sitting on a couch.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't feel like they're putting it in a disadvantageous position or anything. So yeah, my
All right.
takeaway was just rough.
Reviews are out for the PlayStation Portal, the portable device that allows Wi Fi remote play connected to a PlayStation 5 and only a PlayStation 5. Many reviewers spoke highly of the play experience, while others criticized the concept of a single purpose portable, especially one that lacks a web browser, making it impossible to use with public Wi Fi that has any kind of verification on it or authentication. It also cannot connect to Bluetooth headphones, meaning that users who want wireless audio will have to pay over $100 for PlayStation Pulse earbuds or headphones when they come out in the coming months.
That's
Nevertheless,
garbage.
nevertheless, many have defended the Portal as a great dad device, allowing them to allow their roommates or children to have the TV without giving up on gaming time. The Portal has been quickly selling out, with some scalpers selling it for over double its MSRP. Does any of that change how you feel about it at all? I want to know. I want to know what the audience thinks of this too. Hold on, I'm gonna do a poll here. Poll
As far as I
time.
can tell, if something has the PlayStation brand on it, it's going to be sold out and scalped to all hell for a pretty significant period of time. Um, I don't know. Maybe PlayStation needs to try to poach somebody from Valve so they can figure out um, pre-making enough stock of things before they launch it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, these are going for around $300. It looks so like yeah. Here's 14 bids, 15 minutes left, a little over $300 for a PlayStation Portal. Ships next business day in hand. That is over $100 higher than the MSRP for this thing, which is $199. So, oh man, how do I do this? My review is largely quite positive.
Oh, interesting. That's cool to hear.
I am not thrilled about the lack of Bluetooth. I hope that Sony will backpedal on that. There should be nothing that would prevent them from making Bluetooth work in the future. I'm not aware of any modern Wi-Fi chipset that doesn't also handle Bluetooth. So the fact that it has Wi-Fi at all means it has Bluetooth. So I would like to see them address that. There are some other things that I'm not super happy about. I think the battery life could have been improved. However, the thing that I think a lot of people are overlooking here. Shoot, I missed the results of that poll. What happened to it? Doesn't it normally stay in the chat until I dismiss it? Did someone dismiss it? Okay, well, I missed it.
Uh, they have durations. It might have expired,
Okay,
but
cool.
it's in the PlayStation Portal one.
Yeah.
I think you just shrank it.
No, I didn't. I didn't do anything.
Okay, well, results are 4% of people said yes, 35% of people said meh, and 61% of people said no. But you're talking to a PC audience.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so hear me out. at 200.
Like a bunch of these no's. Sorry to interrupt, but a bunch of these no's are probably people that don't even own PlayStations. So why would they buy the portable thing?
Okay, but I didn't ask would you buy. I just said PlayStation Portal. You know,
I
yes,
know, but
yes, no. Okay, anyway.
you know how people answer this stuff.
That's true. The point is, I think if we consider the functionality, it's pretty compelling. Obviously, you could get a backbone for your phone. That's something we talk about. You just get like a little controller for your phone, but it's not going to have nearly the ergonomics of the Portal. It feels like a DualSense controller, which it is because it basically is. It's a DualSense controller with an 8-inch screen in the middle. That's another major factor. That screen is way bigger than what you're going to have on almost any phone. I think that for the functionality, if you're the kind of person who would use it, it's a pretty good price. It's extremely easy to use. And if you have good Wi-Fi, we found it worked pretty reliably. The other major justification for it is that what would you have wanted them to do, I guess would be my follow-up question. If they had opened it up, I think there would have been a strong business case for needing the price to be higher. Because all of a sudden you'd have people buying this thing just to stream their PC games or their Xbox or, you know, whatever the case may, or watch movies or whatever. And they would have to actually make money on it to make this make any sense on their balance sheet. Instead, they took a very console-like approach to it. And we break it down in the video. For $200, it's a lot of hardware. You are getting a DualSense controller. You are getting a battery. You are getting a mid-tier Qualcomm SoC. You are getting an 8-inch screen. You're getting Wi-Fi, storage, RAM. You're getting presumably some kind of margin for Sony's retail partners that they have to distribute these things through. How could they have possibly gone any tighter on the margins for this? $200 is a really compelling price. It's a lot of money. $200 is a freaking lot of money for an accessory for a $450 device, right? Like if you told me, hey, here's an accessory for your, $50,000 car, it costs 25 grand. I'd be sitting here going, are you kidding me? Right? Like that doesn't make any sense. So this is obviously a very expensive accessory, but as someone who used game streaming a lot on a device that frankly didn't have much utility outside of just streaming from my PC, the NVIDIA Shield Portable, the original one, the little clamshell like game controller with a screen on it one, I loved. And if I recall correctly, it was actually priced higher than this. And other than playing some basic Android games, which if you guys remember at the time, didn't really exist with proper controller support. There was almost nothing, right? So aside from playing some Android games, the only thing it did was stream from your PC. And in my mind, this is the same thing, but a really smooth setup experience. Like it's normie proof. It's actually a very friendly setup experience, and for PlayStation.
Yeah, I think just off the top of my head, like USD, I think a PlayStation DualSense controller is like $60.
Yep.
So there's like a huge portion of your cost right there.
Ooh, that was terrible. Please don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I can't even tell you to turn away from the mic to cough because it's attached to your head.
Boy.
Everybody get in line. Everybody turn and cough. Sorry, it's a lyric from a song.
Oh.
Anyway, this one, you guys.
I think Dan was referencing Chocolate Rain, not your old boomer reference.
His advice is extremely sound and reasonable.
Yeah, so this one, you guys, Shield Portable, 16 gigs. Let's go. This thing still costs as much as the stupid Portal.
That's kind of weird, actually.
Oh, they're like kind of a collector's item or something now, I think. I saw someone trying to sell a dev kit for like $1,000 or something a while ago. Obviously, they weren't going to get that much for it, but hey, it was worth an effort to a collector, worth a try to see if you can find a collector or something.
Yeah. Next topic.
Well, what, did I convince you of anything, or do you still think it's stupid, or what? Come on, help me out here.
No, I don't think it's stupid necessarily. If it works well, like if the lagging problem is not a thing,
I mean, it's a thing.
for
You're going to have good
$200,
Wi-Fi. Like, I don't know if you remember
yeah,
this, but
that makes sense.
I bought a Ruckus access point because I was having so much trouble with streaming to my Shield.
Game streaming. Yeah.
Like, you need a good access point. And that doesn't mean an expensive
support
one. It means a
Wi-Fi
good
6?
one. Sorry?
Does it support Wi-Fi 6?
No. That's another big. However, the differences between Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6 are not nearly as noticeable to the average consumer as the differences between Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E unintuitively. Well, it's like it's messed up, man. Why do they gotta be like that? Why can't you just have a naming scheme that makes sense? Who do you think you are, USB-IF? Like I can't. So
They're trying to compete.
the main benefits of Wi-Fi 6 over Wi-Fi 5 are to do with large deployments with many clients connected. So range and throughput to a single device are not markedly different going from 5 to 6, but they are going from 6 to 6E. Now that would have been a game changer for this. If it supported Wi-Fi 6E, and if you had your PlayStation wired, because remember, if your PlayStation is on Wi-Fi, it's Wi-Fi 6, right? So having 6E on the portal would just be added cost for no reason whatsoever for that use case. But if the PlayStation was wired and you had a Wi-Fi 6E portable device, that would result in a much better streaming experience. But the thing is, that wouldn't be $200. That's the thing that I think a lot of people are missing on the portal, is Sony is not gouging on this thing. They are charging, as far as I can tell, the barest minimum that they have to make this thing make any sense to ship at all. Because they want to sell more software. That's the play here. And I feel like a lot of people are missing that, and they're just looking at it going, oh, this thing's stupid. It's like, yeah, sure, it's kind of stupid, but at $200, it's allowed to be a little bit stupid. It's allowed to be more of an appliance in my mind. And I have some hope that it will get hacked. Apparently, it's running Android 13. People are already that far that they've figured out what exactly is going on in this thing. So I feel like it's got to be a matter of time before someone jailbreaks it.
That could be very fun.
That could be pretty cool. But I feel like that's probably a big part of why Sony is not putting a web browser on it, because that can be a significant point of ingress for attempts to kind of break into these devices, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Mikhayo says lacking Bluetooth headphone support is not reasonable. You know what? That
is ridiculous.
That's fair enough. And I go after that hard in the video.
Is there a 3.5 mm jack?
Yes. And the speakers are pretty good. So it's not like you don't have other options, but not supporting Bluetooth audio blows.
I would swing at them for the no Bluetooth audio as well. But having a 3.5 mm jack and having good speakers is like, I don't know. I would just plug in headphones.
And I'm pretty
upset. It wouldn't bother me that much personally.
I'm pretty upset about the battery life. It's less than half of what the Logitech G Cloud does. And the G Cloud is another example of a streaming first device that, you know, I thought was stupid and then ultimately liked, even if it's for different reasons than the PlayStation Portal.